Canterbury at home at Belmore against Parramatta, but by the end of the afternoon they may not feel at home because Parramatta in excellent form, especially in the backs. And when you look at the competition table, you can see that a win by Parramatta today would make it very awkward for Canterbury to get into that third spot for the semi-finals. To the teams, and well, Canterbury without the services of that star halfback, Steve Mortimer. He's been their captain, he's been their inspiration, and today Peter Tunks takes over the leadership for the first time in Mortimer's absence. For Parramatta, Cronin and Wynn are back in the side. That must strengthen them, and their back line is just magnificent. One of the key men for Canterbury could be Michael Potter. Had a great year last year, slow to get to his best, but if he comes in out wide, he can be very, very dangerous. And for Parramatta, there have been question marks about their forward pack, but one of their key men again today will be Stan Jurd. And the referee today, Greg McCallum. So away we go on Mick Cronin's boot, and the kickoff is over, touch and goal on the full. On the full.
Yes, and that's a good start for the Canterbury team, and a bad mistake from Parramatta, who wouldn't have wanted to get away like that, but the ball must land inside the playing area, and that's bounded by the dead ball line and the touch lines.
So Farrar. And we're 45 out. Canterbury to take it up. That's Tunks getting the first touch to ram it up. Moseley tackles. Gillespie. In the first round, it was a thrashing for Parramatta. A couple of key men out on both sides that day, but Parramatta certainly stronger than they were in that match today. Battese. Some hard hits here in the forwards. Canterbury soldiering it up pretty boldly here. Terry Lamb with the bomb on Taylor, and it could be a try if he can get the ball down. It's a try to the Bulldogs. I think Langmack may have got there. Let's just wait and see what happened with that bomb. Up it goes from Terry Lamb. It was a beautiful bomb across the face of the rating side. Were they onside, those men? Well, it's Gillespie who's got it, and he's put it down for the try.
Yes, tremendous start to Canterbury. Only 2 minutes into the game, and a perfectly positioned bomb from Terry Lamb. Paul Taylor, with his eyes on the ball, as a good fullback should, he just couldn't get right into position. Gillespie was there and crashed over under the defenders.
Terry Lamb for the extras from his bomb. Yes, 2 more points to the Bulldogs. 6-0 up after 3 minutes in the first half. Cronin starts it again. This time, safely falls well short of the touch and goal. That's Farrar up in the line and making a bust too. Gets out of 1 or 2 tackles there. So the early advantage with Canterbury. What a boost for their confidence. That's Langmack with the ball. Sterling and Moseley go in for the tackle in the dust. McCallum catches Parramatta offside. So Canterbury really couldn't have wished for a better start. A penalty from their kickoff, an early try from the lottery ball bomb, and now another penalty.
Well, just how much confidence did Canterbury get from that first penalty of the match from the kickoff? Because instead of having the ball right on their own goal line, they had it on the Parramatta quarter, and it made all the difference.
Now they've made it blue, didn't put it into touch, and Parramatta to settle it down, and there's going to be a penalty against Terry Lamb. Just a bit too keen in that tackle, and McCallum's got him for leaning into the player there, David Liddiard, as he had him on the ground, didn't get off him.
A little bit of elbow that went in there as well. I think that's what McCallum wanted to talk to him about.
Sterling with the touch finder. Canterbury keen to come up in defence, setting themselves. Moseley conventionally runs it up at the defence. Wynn. David Gillespie in for the tackle. McCallum wants the 5. Up the middle, Jurd, trying to bump them off with a strong run up at Peter Tunks. Price bumped to the ground by Paul Langmack. Canterbury all charged up. Sterling hooks the ball back across field, straight to Farrar.
And there's a touch judge on the field here, so I think there could be a report against a Canterbury player. Let's just see what we can see. Let's have a look at the kick after Sterling got it in, and he was knocked down late, and I think it's Langmack who's been called out.
The penalty was for a late tackle on Peter Sterling. David Gillespie, the offender. And Cronin kicks it. No mistake. 6-2 in favour of the Bulldogs. And Mick Cronin chalks up his 130th point of the season. Quick instructions from McCallum. Quick feed from Sterling. And Parramatta. Charge down. Potter's got it. There's no knock on. It is chest. Back goes Gillespie. Paul Taylor trying something clever with Potter up on the line, but he was right onto him. Lamb again, switching it inside. Mullane to play, near halfway. Langmack, 3 Parramatta defenders settling themselves down after that early try against them. Battese, last one for the Bulldogs. Now, which direction? Lamb, open spaces, looking for touch. Taylor races across, and he can't get it. That's a lovely kick from Terry Lamb. A fine reply to Peter Sterling's earlier great touch finder. And there's Lamb angling the ball, and it gets that end-on-end roll over towards the corner. Nice feed from Sterling. The scrum moved on him just as he put it in, and Canterbury get the differential. Quick tap from Farrar, and he's over the line, in fact, but he can't get it down. Well, that was clever play, quick thinking from Andrew Farrar. So often players stand there and kick the ball into touch and spend 5 minutes working out what they're going to do with it. And Farrar nearly got a try from that quick thinking. Good feed from Sterling. He gets that one going. And feeds it on to Taylor. Stolen by Lamb. Here's a chance for the Bulldogs. Hagan loses the ball. And Parramatta have got it back. Mistake equals mistake. So we're back where we were. And in fact, it's a penalty to the Bulldogs, offside.
Well, it's all happening. There's no doubt about that, and Parramatta are a little bit shaky, and they can't afford to be when they're right on their own line like that. They must tighten up a little bit and settle down.
Sterling finds touch. Liddiard. So you can feel a little tension and anxiety on both sides out there. Those losses of possession from straightforward passes. The crowd went, oh, as the ball went to Wynn off Sterling. Well, if it was forward, it was only a fraction forward, and McCallum was a long way away. Kenny to Cronin, back to Kenny, and he can't get a good pass away. He slipped as he tried to get it to Grothe. So play breaking down a little bit early. The idea was good, quick run around, but as you can see Kenny slipping there, and he made a bad pass as a result. Chris Mortimer, buffeted by Cronin, finished off by Kenny and Taylor. Nick Potter, Moseley onto him. Canterbury 6, Parramatta 2. Billy Johnson. Potter again. Up goes Kelly. Kelly getting back to his best form after a bit of injury. Langmack. Last tackle, another bomb coming up. It's to Lamb, up it goes. Here comes the Bulldog charge. The Parramatta players let it bounce. They know it's going to be the 6th. And in the end, they get it. Ray Price not committing himself that time. And that's an interesting ploy as there's a break for injury here. See, Price let the ball come down there because he knew it was going to be the 6 coming up that Canterbury were caught, and I think that's Moseley who's sandwiched in that tackle and hurt. Price. Yes, it certainly can be dangerous, but Price seemed to know it was happening. Moseley recovered quickly. Ella sending it back. Good kick from Ella, gaining a lot of ground there. Now Potter a chance to show his weaving style. Not for long. Grothe up quickly with Kenny. Mullane and Farrar. Farrar now a regular on the wing for the Bulldogs since June. Battese dropped it and there'll be a scrum. He dropped it, but it came back off a Parramatta player to him. So Canterbury spoiling some of their work with some handling lapses. Moseley losing the ball. And the Bulldogs back with it again, just in their territory. There's Mullane, and this time it's Parramatta offside. Well, how many penalties have we had now for the breach of the 5?
Well, there's probably three or four in all. I'd say penalties at this stage are 4 all. But that's the idea. The referee has to establish his authority on that part of the game. 4 penalties all. As long as he's consistent, neither team should complain, and it gives the fans all the more opportunity of seeing good open football.
Tunks working it up through the forwards again. Battese. That's 2 tackles in the forwards. There goes Billy Johnson. They've made good ground. Now a bit of a spread. Hagan to Lamb. Out to the centres, Mullane. Good defence. Right underneath, Peter Sterling. Mortimer gives it to Kelly. Kelly can't unload. Last tackle coming up. They shape for another lottery ball. Lamb. Price under it. Lets it go. Loose. And it could be a try, but it's a knock on. Billy Johnson was in for the try, but they'd knocked it on. It could easily have been a try. Price let it go. It was knocked down by Parramatta, and just a touch from Battese, knocking the ball on. Otherwise, it could have been straight into Johnson's hands for the try. Sterling. Well, that would have been a tremendous lead for the Bulldogs. A try there. 10 or 12 to 2. Jurd. Kenny. No room there. Sterling. Cronin. Cut out ball, and this could be a try. There's a set up here, and it's gone to Lamb, who's in. Yes. Lamb goes over. Parramatta making the error right on their own line. Some rather ambitious and foolhardy long passing on their line. Didn't make certain of it. Farrar came up with it, as you'll see here. Cronin throws the ball, a lob pass. Farrar comes in, and he's able to keep it moving, and Mullane puts Terry Lamb in for the try. What a comfortable try it was. Lamb's been in everything, hasn't he?
Well, Parramatta have looked very shaky when they've been down near their own line. That's one thing you don't do. Throw long lob passes there. Farrar had the good sense to keep the ball moving, and Terry Lamb, wrong-footed Eric Grothe, was able to slip over right near the halfway between the uprights and the corner.
He's missed it. Not a good kick from Terry Lamb. But it's still a good lead for the Bulldogs. Canterbury leading by 8 points after 20 minutes of the game. Cronin's deep kick. Potter gives it to Farrar, and Farrar races back. So Canterbury's confidence growing with every minute here. There's Gillespie. Interesting to note that in the pack, Canterbury outweigh Parramatta by about 18 kilos overall, and their forwards are charging up at the moment. Peter Tunks there going well. Billy Johnson. Kelly. Lamb. Didn't get the best kick in that time. Laurie's come up with it. Right on the halfway mark.
Canterbury, but able to control the play a lot better. So the Parramatta have had to do a lot more tackling than Canterbury, yet possession from scrums and penalties is fairly even. Michael Moseley, the hooker, is leading the way for the Parramatta team.
Tunks went in a bit high there, and there's going to be a penalty, and I think Tunks is going to be called out. Peter Wynn took a bit of a hammering in that tackle, and the touch judge saw that flying arm from the flying pieman, Peter Tunks. Next time off, sin bin, off.
Sin bin, I think it could be. That would be the word.
Here it is. See, couldn't see it so well from that angle, but he came over the top, the swinging arm.
Parramatta badly need a try here. They're 8 points behind, and we're now 18 minutes from half-time.
Moseley. It's Price, coughing it up. Sterling, Kenny, Grothe for the corner, and the rhino has been pulled down. Mick Potter underneath him. Tunks in there to stop. Sterling again to Jurd. Back it goes from Moseley to Price. And Battese's got him in the tackle. The Parramatta fans revving up their heroes. Sterling, Kenny. And the touch judge is on again. Now what's happened this time?
His foot had gone into touch on this side. That's what the touch judge is coming in to report.
Oh, really getting steamed up there, and it was all an anti-climax.
That would be from the play the ball of Eric Grothe, and probably the dummy half would have put his foot into touch.
That really took the wind out of it all. Lamb feeds. Canterbury have got it. Plenty in the tackle though. Langmack. Farrar. Strongly taken by Laurie. Kelly. Might be a kick coming up here. Hagan sends it back to Mullane. Now the last tackle kick from Farrar. And all the Parramatta players back. Canterbury sweep forward. There's Liddiard. Driven into the ground by Battese. Ella. Well, so far we haven't seen a lot of this dazzling Parramatta backline. We haven't seen a lot of ball. In fact, one of the few times it went near them, it was intercepted. There's Cronin, and Cronin heavily met by Canterbury. Well, this is where Canterbury have lifted themselves in recent weeks, improving their defence. The defence has been good today. Sterling holds it up. Laurie taken high, but that's okay. He slipped a bit as he went into the tackle of Farrar. Kenny close to the ruck, and it's Sterling doing a little jink up the middle. He makes a bit of a bust. Pops it up for Mark Laurie. Laurie cuts back in field. He loses it. Well handled by Price. What a pick-up by Ray Price. So Parramatta on fire at last. Last tackle coming up. Taylor puts the chip ahead. Not such a good one. Chris Mortimer runs it out for the Bulldogs. A bit more steam in Parramatta's play. A bit of clever running. Tunks. Billy Johnson. Tackles running out again. Lamb looks for space, finds Sterling. He finds Grothe. Grothe crashing upfield. There's some torrid exchanges going on out there in the forwards. Some good, hard tackles, just as you'd expect. Jurd. Sterling lets it fly for Cronin. Cronin breaks the tackle. He's got Grothe with him. There's Price on the inside. Parramatta looking hungry. Back to Wynn. Wynn crashes into that ruck there. 10 out from the line. Last tackle. Sterling. A useful bomb. Potter takes it well. But there's a penalty. A penalty against the Canterbury defence.
Yes, Peter Sterling, obviously, after he kicked this ball, was impeded. Let's just have another look and see if we can pick it up. Sterling late getting to kick in. Here it is. Wasn't him. Certainly wasn't. Let's have a look and see who else was impeded as they were going through. There's the incident. And it was Chris Mortimer. Yes, he's the one penalised.
Cronin kicks the goal. And brings it back to a converted try, the difference. Canterbury 10, Parramatta 4, 12 minutes left in the first half. Taylor to Liddiard. There's the reception committee, isn't it strong? Knocking him back. Johnson up there with Gillespie. Sterling, away to Sharp. Nicely grasped by Tunks. Moseley, hard tackle again from Gillespie, knocking the stuffing out of the Parramatta runners. So Sterling into a bit of space, looking for touch. Here comes Potter. Potter just taps it back in field a little. Come on, pick it up, he's got it. And they've got him in the tackle. Kenny up. That's Hagan. Tough assignment he's got today, marking Kenny. Mullane. Langmack. Grovelling in the dust there. Kelly. Lamb. Taylor with Grothe. Taylor on his own. Eric has a go as the Parramatta team get back into position. Sterling is at the back, but it's Sharp. Wasn't that a great hit from Gillespie? Having a big game. David Gillespie scored the opening try. A lot of good tackles. Wynn to Cronin. Cronin somehow got it to Liddiard, and Hagan's over there. He gets away from him. Amazing bit of football by Parramatta to keep that going without dropping it. Sterling away to Laurie. Laurie a good step, but they couldn't keep it going that time. It was just too difficult for Stan Jurd.
Well, it was a bad pass as well, and Laurie should never have passed under those circumstances. He was all on the ground, almost on the ground, I should say. Here he is. And he should have held it then, because there was no guarantee that he was going to get the ball away, and then Parramatta now probably going to squander possession.
Langmack at the back of the scrum. Price quickly onto him. On halfway. Hagan. The opening closed just as he thought he was through it. Fine tackle from Jurd. Battese. Johnstone fires it to Lamb. Mortimer. Mullane. Farrar. Last tackle. Lamb gets into position for another bomb. Here it goes. Now who's going to defuse it? Sterling, bumped over by Battese and finished off by the kicker, Terry Grothe. So you've seen heaps of commitment so far in this game, fans. It's been good stuff. Good, solid defence and some promising attacks. Canterbury mainly through their forwards. Parramatta working it up, but it's their backs that are going to threaten. They want to get it out of this area. Back in Canterbury's half. Sterling. Kenny. Kenny the step. Kenny beats a couple. And it's lost by Moseley. Popped up for Mullane. Mullane goes outside the man. Dragged down by Maxwell. Gillespie. Powerful up. Straight up. This Mortimer. Parramatta taking it up strongly close to the ruck all the time, setting it up for the bomb, and that's going to be a penalty. Perhaps unfortunate for Taylor. He just seemed to get in the way and at the wrong time, and it's a penalty.
Well, he certainly did. He impeded the Canterbury player trying to pick up there from dummy half, and I'm sure he didn't intentionally do it, but just watch, look, quite amusing as the dummy half, Chris Mortimer, tried to ride over the top of Taylor to pick that ball up.
Off the post, where is it? It's loose, it could be a try if they can gather the crumbs. Who's got the ball this time? Up come the Bulldogs with it. A charge goes on the blind side. Langmack flings it back. Kelly ducking and weaving like a boxer in the ring to try and get his arms free to pass it. Lamb. That's Mullane charging for the line. Support out there. He can't slip it. Is he in? It's a double movement. A double movement. Let's see that one again.
Tremendous run from Greg Mullane there. Let's just have a look at it. As he hits the ground, well, I wouldn't argue about it.
4 minutes left in the first half. Moseley. Sterling to Cronin. Cronin trying to stand and deliver in the tackle again, but they've got him on the deck. Sterling. Canterbury defence continually harassing this Parramatta side. Ella. Peter Mortimer's got it. Liddiard's trying to get him. He's dragged down by Laurie. Hagan. Battese. Tunks. Canterbury hammering it up again, soaking up the defence, bruising stuff. Lamb chips for the corner. Taylor's after it, and he could be caught. Instead he goes dead himself. I think he would have been caught in goal in any case. Another fine, acute kick from Terry Lamb. And here was Taylor. He had to pick it up because they were coming down hard on him, and then as it came up, he couldn't step that way. Battese. Tunks from Lamb. There goes Gillespie. Had a big first half. Canterbury, in fact, have had a big first half here. They could easily have been leading by another 6 points. Kelly, I think Parramatta will be relieved to get into the dressing room to work out the tactics. Johnstone. Canterbury trying themselves here at Parramatta. Coming up to the last tackle again. Field goal from Terry Lamb. It looks all right. Yes! One more point for Canterbury. It went over like a dead duck, but it was 1 point, a handy point at this stage, and a 7-point break to Canterbury just before half-time. There it went to Lamb. Lamb positioned himself well, and then kicked it flat just over the bar. Mullane plays it back. Battese. And Jurd's onto it. Siren goes, half-time, and Canterbury lead by 7, but it could easily have been a few more. Canterbury 11, a try, 2 goals, and a field goal. Whoops, 2 tries, a goal and a field goal. They're 11 points. Parramatta, 2 goals. A big effort by Canterbury in the first half.
Well, it's Parramatta with it all to do in the second half. Canterbury with that handy 7-point lead. Let's have a look at the statistics from the first half. Very even Stevens in the scrum. Penalty, just a narrow lead there to Parramatta. And it's really a tribute to both teams to see that they've made very few errors. It's been all good football in that first half. Both teams about the same number of missed tackles, dropped balls, but Parramatta have thrown a few bad passes.
In the New South Wales Rugby League Grand Final competition, we'd like you to name the 2 teams who you think will play in the Grand Final. Put it on the back of an envelope and send it to us at the ABC, box 9994, and entries will close just before the first semi-final. The prize, holiday air ticket for 2 within Australia. Right, Debbie Spillane's ready for us now, down on the sideline with her half-time report.
Well, Eels coach John Mooney has an interesting comment at half-time. He doesn't think Canterbury can play any better. That's what he's told his team. He said if they can match the Canterbury enthusiasm, they can catch up in this second half. He wants Parramatta to play the ball more quickly, move up from dummy half, run from dummy half, and he suspects that that way they may catch the Canterbury backs inside the 5. They also want the Canterbury side to keep up the magnificent defence. During the second half, Warren Ryan expects the forwards from Canterbury will get tired because of the hard work they've done in the first half, and he wants the backs to do some of the running the ball up in attack. He doesn't think that they will have to score many more tries to win this game.
Farrar sends it down towards the Parramatta line. It's bouncing awkwardly, and at last someone gets to it. It's Ray Price who emerges with the ball, and there we go again. Canterbury up in defence. Liddiard. Sterling to Kenny. Whoops, that's Taylor. Taylor 10 out from his line. So 7 points to be made up. Cronin, not much room there. Parramatta working it on the short side a lot. Sterling. Potter. Potter races it back beautifully. And a nice ankle tackle from Liddiard. Lamb. Kelly. Langmack, Battese, Tunks, last tackle, Lamb waits again for another high kick. He was knocked down by Kenny. Referee says, okay, play on. And Sterling back there, down in the Belmore sand pit. Peter Mortimer made the tackle. Liddiard. Laurie. Canterbury's defence on top of Parramatta, knocking them back, keeping them inside their quarter so often in this game. Jurd. Up to the last tackle, another relieving kick. Laurie looking for touch, finds Farrar. The shove in the face, Grothe on Farrar, Farrar on Grothe. And the wrestling contest won by Grothe. Potter. Gillespie. Kelly. Oh, solid hit in there. And the penalty. He was offside according to the referee.
Yes, he's ruled Peter Wynn didn't stand square on when he was the acting halfback on defence. There it is. And don't know what he was actually the marker. So the referee's ruled that he's gone too quickly.
Well, it's a chance for Terry Lamb to make it a 9-point lead. He's hit a lot of dust and he's missed the kick. He got the sandcastle and the ball and he hooked the kick.
Bit of a relief for Parramatta. Terry Lamb's only kicked 1 from 4 today, so the scoreline could well have been a lot more in favour of the Bulldogs.
Michael Hagan. Lost by Gillespie. Away goes Sterling to Kenny. Now what can Parramatta do? They're lined out. Ella's up in the line with the forwards at the moment. Jurd. Sterling. Cronin. Cuts it out to Kenny. Grothe down the touchline. Here goes the big man. And Potter was ready for him. He braced himself and put him down. Sterling again to Kenny. Kenny, a bit of magic. It's knocked down by Chris Mortimer. Knocked down just in time. In fact, if he'd been able to take it, it could have been a real breakout. Here goes Kenny. Crossfield straightening in, throwing the long ball. Just a touch from Mortimer. Otherwise, it could have been a try in the corner. Kenny to Liddiard. Lamb onto him. The help of Langmack. Wynn. Sterling. There's Sharp. Down to the Bulldog quarter. Parramatta organising their attack. It's to Price who slips. I like these blindside moves. Laurie, 8 metres out, last tackle. Moseley puts in the short one. Potter's up there. Who's got it? It's a drop from under the posts. Langmack came up with it. Moseley putting up the bomb. And Paul Langmack was able to grab it first. Big drop from Farrar to Sterling, who knocks on. No knock on. Well, Liddiard was able to go ahead.
There's a real escape for Parramatta because there's no doubt in my mind that was a knock on, and the referee, to give him his dues, was a long way away from it.
Maybe he, like the rest of us, just didn't think Peter Sterling could knock on. Well, they've lost it now. Tunks has got it. Perhaps that's justice in a way. Potter. So Parramatta had an opportunity there, didn't take advantage of it. Up goes Langmack. That's a nice little step in the middle of the ruck and the dust. Battese hammering it up. Parramatta getting a bit close to offside. Johnson. Last tackle. And there's going to be a penalty. They're just doing a bit too much that time after the tackle was made. Leave him alone. Let him play it. Don't slam him onto the ground when I say held. And Lamb's going to have a kick at goal.
No doubt. Now just watch it Paul Taylor's reaction to this penalty after Moseley gives it away by pushing him down. Watch Taylor. Hits him on the back of the head, and that's what he deserved.
It's a better kick. Yes. A relieving smile for Terry Lamb. His second success from 5 shots in Canterbury, 9 points clear. That's better, isn't it? Yes. Billy Johnson. Gillespie. Last tackle coming up. Lamb hoists it again. Sterling getting himself ready for that. About a tackle before it happened. Taylor. Price. Sterling. Jurd. Mullane missed him. He really came flying in to try and upset the Parramatta attempts to work it out of this zone again. Good ball to Grothe from Cronin. Back to Moseley. Who's going to go forward with it? Pick it up. Price cleans up. And Price burrows back in. Gives it to Wynn. Parramatta not quite coordinating their efforts. These tackles are upsetting their rhythm. Last tackle. Taylor. Farrar to bring it back. That's about the best that Parramatta have done for a while. Get about 10 metres in Canterbury's territory. Mullane. Langmack. Potter couldn't handle. It's a scramble in the dust. Like Homebush abattoirs out there in the middle. Jurd. Wynn. Offside, Canterbury. Well, with 9 points the difference, what will Mick Cronin do here? Sterling's got the ball. 25 minutes left. I'll kick for touch. Now what can Parramatta unleash here? They haven't scored a try in this game. A lot of people thought they'd score a couple. Penny popped it up somehow to Laurie. 10 metres out. Parramatta a big chance now to get over that white line. Taylor to Sterling. Cronin loses it, and it's been knocked down by Canterbury. The referee says play on. Didn't reckon that it came from an arm or an elbow there from Canterbury. So they kept the ball. There's certainly a rebound there. Potter. Peter Mortimer. Canterbury work it back again. Here comes the kick from Lamb. Searching for a bit of space. The bounce, a better one that time for Liddiard. Eventually, off his knee. I think he was just happy to see it keep away from the touchline. Look at Canterbury. They are just besotted with defence. Coming up in 3s and 4s to knock him over. Ella doing a dance. Can't get away from them. They're like leeches. Sterling, whoop! Just managed to hang on to that. circus act with the ball. So Parramatta's coordination with that ball has been consistently disrupted. Wynn had it knocked down. Count should start again. Sterling pops it on. They're lucky to hang on to it. Grothe's got it. And he says last tackle. Well, I reckon it was touched by Canterbury.
It certainly was, Jim, and the count should start again, but it's not much good worrying about that now. Parramatta have got more to worry about than that.
Potter brings it back. But he probably didn't see it. We had a better angle than he did. Hagan stopping and starting and making a good break. Where's the support? Anyone with him? Slips it back to Peter Mortimer. 20 metres out. Lamb. And he's lost it. Grothe's come up with it to Ella. Grothe again. Sterling to Taylor. Cronin held without the ball and a penalty.
There's a little bit of slow motion football there about that. Mick Cronin standing back there waiting for the ball, and Greg Mullane, watch him just coming up to hold on to him. Very gentlemanly, wasn't it? Nothing too vicious about that.
That just shows you how keen Canterbury are to stop this Parramatta attack from even getting into second gear. Hasn't got out of first very often today. Cronin. Oh. Cronin came out of that worst of all. He is hurt. Wynn to Liddiard. Liddiard running out of space there. Nick Cronin limps back into position. Sharp. Parramatta playing most of the game in their own half. Jurd. More heavy hits. You can just listen to the crowd every time those Canterbury players make a tackle. Pass knocked down from Kenny. Ella scrambles after it. Count starts again this time. They lost about 10 metres. Canterbury just keep knocking Parramatta back. Sterling to Laurie. Not much room on the short side there. Moseley. What? Just line it deep and have a go. Let it fly. Ella. Cronin. To Kenny. Over Liddiard's hands. Loose. Who wants it? Well, Liddiard's got it. So again, Parramatta lose ground in possession. Fifth tackle coming up. Once more they have to make a relieving kick from their own territory. Ella. Grothe. Oh, Grothe couldn't handle it. It was a terrible blow.
Tony Chalmers coming on to be the first replacement we've seen in this match so far. Very Grothe coming off, and he's leaving the field from the far touchline.
Hagan. Potter makes a good bust. He's got support, but he couldn't slip it. Chalmers made a good tackle with Langmack flying outside, and there's Tunks. Langmack, 5 metres out. A try to Canterbury could just about seal a good win. Hagan, Lamb knocks it on, and Jurd's got it. 20 minutes to go, only 9 points in it, but Parramatta being completely outplayed for this second half for most of the game. Sterling to Price. Price loses it. Lamb. Langmack. Langmack still going. 20 metres out from the line. Mullane. Well, Canterbury just have to work it coolly for position here. Battese charges. And it's gone loose. He knocked it on. Well, that was just what Canterbury didn't want. They could have built it up for an excellent position.
Yes,
either a field goal or a bomb.
There it is, the little knock on, but the passing has really let Parramatta down today. They've had 7 bad passes. Canterbury, but not on the scoreboard for that at all.
Hagan gets around Kenny. Kenny set it up for someone. He fires it out to the flank. Farrar goes down inside the Parramatta quarter. It's 13-4 to the Bulldogs. This Mortimer. Tunks is off. Doyle is on for the Bulldogs. Potter to play. Battese. 2 metres out from the line. Canterbury again charging it up. Doyle. It's Chris Doyle on the field. Field goal from Lamb. Charge down by Sterling. Potter's got it. Count starts again. Kelly. Battese. Gillespie charges at the line. Canterbury in a useful position again for a bomb or a field goal. Johnstone goes the safe way from dummy half. Now it's the last tackle. Lamb's calling for the play behind the ruck. Lamb takes it, puts in the bomb. It's a lottery ball. It's a try. Gillespie's second try of the match. Well, who was it who came up with that ball? It's certainly a Canterbury try. The kick goes up from Lamb. They charge through after it. Up go the attackers, and it's Paul Langmack who scores the try.
Well, Canterbury always looked like scoring, and they were waiting for Terry Lamb to go for field goal again, but he put it up, and it's just a matter of the lottery again. Paul Langmack on hand, out left the defence, and over he goes.
Terry Lamb adds the extras, and that's about it. 19-4, the Bulldogs in front. A super effort for Parramatta to come back from there. Liddiard gets away from one, from Lamb, but then Peter Mortimer's got him, wrestles him to the ground, and the fans go berserk again. Price. Against Kelly. Price says a few words to Kelly. But Kelly has the last laugh.
Well, the players are getting pretty tired now. The game's well and truly won and lost, and it's inevitable you'll have these little incidents, time delaying tactics creeping in.
Sharp to Wynn. We've seen that all day from the Canterbury pack. And look at that hit again. Another tremendous one from Paul Langmack. Well picked up by Wynn. Jurd. Jurd's still going. He's had some good runs in this game, Stan Jurd. Needed another runner with him. Sterling. And Potter
saw the way it was running, and it's gone dead. 19-4, Bulldogs in command. Time almost up. It's been a great performance by the Bulldogs on their home ground today. Really committed effort. Farrar. The forwards have done a tremendous job, but Terry Lamb is the individual who's done so much for the Canterbury side of this match with his kicking, his tackling and his passing. Mortimer. Canterbury almost back to halfway very quickly. Kelly probing upfield. Last tackle for Canterbury. All they want now is the final whistle. They've got this parcelled up. Lamb's kick again heading towards the corner and finds touch. Another great kick from Terry Lamb, driving Parramatta back.
When you're hot, Jim. You just cannot do anything wrong. That's almost pinpoint accuracy, that kick from Lamb.
That's about it, mate, is it?
Hunt. And Hunt loses it in the tackle. Price was able to get it back. And to the last. Price, typical of him, is hurling himself into the action. Sterling. See, he couldn't slip it away. All those Canterbury men up there urging the players back into the middle of the ruck, pushing you back into the middle. No room to move. They've done that superbly all day. They've played the margin of offside a bit, but it's been worth it. Kenny's kick goes straight to Farrar. 15 metres out. Time almost up. Langmack. Hagan gets it to Battese. Battese wheels in the tackle. Back to Hagan. There goes Potter. Over the top. Mortimer flips it inside, and it's about a metre short of the line. Gillespie plays it back. Potter got a shepherd again. Johnstone was in front of Potter. Johnson in front of Potter, but that was beautifully controlled play by Canterbury, and Gillespie very nearly went over in the corner. There's Hagan slipping it to Potter. Potter tossed the lovely long ball out to Peter Mortimer. He quickly got it inside, and Gillespie cut down inches from the corner. And it's full time. The Canterbury players exhausted. You'd expect that. They've had a memorable win here today. They scored 3 tries. Parramatta, who were favoured to win, didn't score a try. And Parramatta very rarely got out of their own half for much of the game. So there it is, a magnificent win to the Bulldogs, urged off the field by their supporters. They should be cheered off. A great effort.